Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the moment two of you have been waiting for, which is an update on my old Renault 19. You'll cast your memory back to it taking me 2,500 miles around the south of France and all around Italy and the Swiss Alps and everything, and she performed faultlessly. I did an update back in October where I was still driving it around. I got my co-pilot here. The MOT ran out in April. It is now July. The MOT ran out in April, and obviously it's been sat on my... Sorry excuse for a driver. It's not a driver. It's a semi-driveway. It's a driveway in progress. Not really doing much, to be honest. Just sat there. Really, I cleaned it. You might have seen, actually, I did put it up for sale. And I sold it, and I took a deposit on it. And I kept it, held it for a guy who wanted it. He paid a deposit back early May, and he wanted me to keep it until, I think, end of May or end of June. Tried getting in contact with him, no replies. So I relisted it. Had a few bits of interest. Some people wanted to put a deposit on it, and then their missus kiboshed it. You can find yourselves a missus who likes Renault 19s, lads. Well, I don't know why any missus wouldn't like it. It's quality. It's a classic vehicle. So, put it back up for sale. Sold a couple of people interested. Didn't quite get around to selling it. And then I thought, you know what? I've had enough of this. I'm just going to do the bits and bobs on it that need work and maybe get round to welding some of the sills. So, brings us to present day. It hasn't moved for months. The battery was dead. I've got the battery on charger. It's now fully charged. But I need to do some preliminary checks because I don't think there's any coolant left in it. And I know the oil, when I parked it up, because I didn't change it when I got back from France, and with oil when I parked it up, looked like dirty dishwater. So today is going to be about going through it. Let's see how it fares. The inside is still immaculate. It is dry as a bone in here, considering all the weather that we've had. And it doesn't smell manky or anything. So go through it, see what needs work, change the oil, put some water in it. I have got some parts. I've bought a brand new radiator for it, new old stock, and I bought a starter motor for it. I don't know if it's the right starter motor, and I don't think I'm going to get around to doing the starter motor today. Today's objectives is go through it, check the oil, change the oil, put some water in it, maybe change the rad, and then see if it fires up on the starter motor that's currently in it, which is, it's not good, lads. It's not good. But we all know as well, we have got the upcoming Rockbox Rally 2024, which is taking us to Croatia, Luxembourg, Switzerland, doing some Swiss Alpsing things, Italy, Monza, Lithuania, Croatia, back up through Austria, and to the Nürburgring, where there's no events on in the Nürburgring, but we're just going to stay there and maybe do some karting there, because it'll be quiet. And then back home. So that's going to be roughly 3,000 miles. Do I take the Renault 19? Do I take the Renault 19? Maybe I need some sort of YouTube poll or Instagram poll. Do I take the Renault 19 or do I take my Volvo V70 that I've just bought? And I've got another video coming on that. But I bought that with a lumpy idle, and then the inlet manifold blew itself to pieces. Inlet manifold, the manifold gasket, it had two wrong injectors in it, so I put two of the right injectors in it. Anyway, you'll see that in a video coming up. Right, let's get to it. I need to just check the oil first. Oh, see how she looks. Well, there's oil in it. There's definitely oil in it. But it is a little bit... It's just like piss. It's like dirty dishwater. So I'm fairly certain there's fuel in the oil. But there's plenty of oil in it. So that's good news. And now I got to drop the oil. So I got to somehow get this car up in the air. Whilst it's currently on this shitty driveway that I got. And... gets to drop in the oil. I gotta get the car up in the air. But bought this very, very expensive, top quality Ammon battery charger, and is now showing the battery as charged. So at least later today, I'll be able to try and crank it if the starter motor wants to wake up and play ball, and we'll see if she fires away and maybe smoke up my neighbourhood, because she will be smoky when she first starts. I don't even know if there's fuel in it. Let's check if there's fuel. Hey, is there any fuel in there or what? You gonna put some diesel in it for me if you're driving it? Are you going to put some diesel in it if you're driving it? Come on then, jump in. Come on, come on. Up. What's the verdict then? Is it working? I don't know. Do I need to check your license? Have you got a license to drive this? Say, don't protest at me. You'll be under arrest. You will. There's only diesel in it. Focus. Oh, there's not much. There's not much diesel in it. There'd be plenty in there to start it. Plenty. Plenty. Hey, backseat drivers, is it? What are you doing in there? As you can see, I've got to try and get a jack under here somehow. All this is hard poured, waiting for my concrete drive to be poured. But let's see if I can get a jack under there. Okay, I think that's going to hold. I think that's going to hold, so let's drop the oil. Oops. Right. And that's drain now. What's that drain out? Look how clean my camel hooves are. That is 417,000 mile old cam. Got a light on it. Look at that bad boy. Clean as a whistle. Just a reminder, we now got Rockbox t-shirts. So, check out the shop. We've also got Rockbox hats. I'll put a link to the shop in the description. Got 10% off at the minute. Use box 10 in the shop, get 10% off. Get them while they're hot. Let's see what water this thing has not got or got. I haven't got a new radiator for it though. And it doesn't look too hard. I mean, it's already pretty friggin' loose, so I might undo the hoses before I put water in it and see if I can put the new rad in, shall I? Okay, well, time to open my new radiator. Brand new old stock, apparently. I need some shot to open it with. Let's do that. Perfect. And all packaged anyway. Slamming. Let's see if I can get the old one out of it. I've taken the airbox out, which is giving me loads more room because I'm going to have to get something on this bottom hose to squeeze it off because it's a little bit tight. Let's see what we can do. Piece of wood, a bit of squid. There she goes. That's rusty water. Right, guys. Disconnected the power steering reservoir by breaking things. Not ideal, but it's a 3-year-old car, so might have to get some zip ties in place. I'm just undoing this bracket to this side of the rad. We should have just. Moment of truth, guys. Where? One radiator. We have one absolutely battered radiator. I think there was no wonder that I was having overheating issues on my French trip. Because that's not how that's supposed to be. Is it?
But get all the hardware swapped over now. This is a little bit rusty. I might give this a bit of a paint. Gotta try and get these bolts out. See how that goes. See how well these come off. Yes. Yep, that one isn't coming off. That one isn't even held on by anything. Right, we got that off. It's a little bit worse way at the bottom, so I'm only ever going to put 3 back in, but let's get it back in and back in the car. Oh, I just look at all this gunk down here from when I'm taking the radiator out. That's just all rotted alley radiator. Whoosh! How's my earth strap looking? Still earthing. Earth strap still earthing. Yeah, don't look too bad under there. To be fair, 30-year-old, isn't it? Right, I'm just gonna go and find some replacement bolts now because definitely didn't lose it. I need the bolt to put this bracket back on, or the nut, whatever bolt in there. So I'm just gonna go and get a handful of nuts and bolts that I think might fit. See what we can do. Good. Hose is done. Everything else nipped up. Oh, done down back in. Let's go. Pull the plugs back in. They are good to go, but we are good to go. Yeah, look at that. Nice and fresh. All the hoses done up. I've just got to secure this in, but that's alright. You can do that another time. And there's a bushing missing here, so maybe I'll make something up, or I'll just zip tie that in. But it is supposed to be on that angle. That's the factory fit of these, weirdly. Because on this thing goes on top there. Covers it all up, like. Nice. Right, let's get everything back together. She's all ready for some oil. Let's get some oil in that. What? Not on it. Oh God, what am I doing? Drink. I'm not sure how much this takes. I think it's about 4 litres, so I've got 5 in here, so I'll leave a litre in, check the oil, and then go from there. She's still jacked up because she's still pretty level. Mop up some of my spillage. Maybe another half a litre. Yeah, decent. Nice to see all the diesel going to the top. Right, just need to put some water in it now, and then she'll be good to start. Okay. She's all serviced up. She's got oil, she's got water. She's got a brand new radiator. It's like a birthday for her today. She's still gurgling. I'm going to get her have to get her up to temperature to get the thermostat open and circulate all the coolants. But should try and start. Let's give her a go. That is mint. She is running so smoothly. No smoke whatsoever. I don't know why I'm astonished, because this thing just never ceases to amaze me how well it runs. It runs better now than it ever did. And I am dying to it. I've just left it alone. Smooth. It's so smooth. It's not even smoking that much. I love this car. $417,000 miles and it's sat idling like an absolute kitten. It needs a new starter motor for sure, but I got to go in. Absolutely got to go in. Well, what can I say? Temperature's rising nicely. She sat here idling, purring really well, revving. I love this car. Never fails to let me down. Wait, no. It never fails to surprise me, and it never lets me down. Poof, that was close. I don't know what I'm going to do there now. It definitely needs a starter motor, so stay tuned. I've got a starter motor for it. Hopefully it's the right one. If not, I know what other one I need to get, so I'll get it. Stay tuned for a starter motor replacement episode. Never done one before, but it looks kind of tucked up behind underneath the turbo, so I think it's going to be fairly involved, but I'm just glad it's up and running. No MOT on it, so I can't take it for a drive. I'm not going to do all this. I'm on a private road in Mexico type jobbies, so I can't take it for a drive. I've just gone through the gears. It is a little bit stiff going into first and third and fifth. A bit of stiff getting in all of it really. So maybe I've got a clutch for it. If I've got to do a clutch, if I've got to do a starter motor, do I take the gearbox out and do a clutch in it? Who knows? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. I'm happy. A day's good work this has been. We all like to see the 19 come into life once in a while, don't we? Let's see how many more miles we can. We're going to get up to 420,000, wouldn't it? Celebrate 420. Yes. Plan. Anyway, thanks for watching and stay tuned. Please subscribe. Please check out our merch. And our merch. But we've got other merch. We've got t-shirts, hoodies, hats. So please check them out. They're fairly cheap, I think. We're not doing it to make money really, just as long as we break even. But please, if you like it, go and do a buy. 10% off. Box 10. On the other side.